my Asexual life journey in order to help you in your own. So subscribe and hit the bell icon now. So what does asexual clothes shopping look like as part of self-care? So some asexuals like to dress in clothing that feels really baggy and comfortable in that way, casual, just throw something on, doesn't really care what people think. Other asexuals prefer to completely make sure that they don't show any cleavage or skin or anything that could turn someone on sexually, because they don't feel they're sexual beings, and probably they would be more likely on the sex repulsed part of the asexual spectrum, and they just feel like they don't want to give the wrong impression to people, which is a very interesting topic in and of itself, because we are not responsible for the impressions other people get of us. Like, it's up to us to choose what we want to wear in life and how we want to live our life. We can't be accountable for the way that other people feel or think when they see us in our clothes. It's entirely up to us what we wear. So we have no control over the responses of how other people feel when we're in our clothes. Hi, Fiola. Lots of love to you. And so, like I said, some asexuals want to keep completely covered up, not show any skin or cleavage whatsoever. Other asexuals really, they love to be in clothes that do show off their cleavage, that do show off their figure, that do show a lot of skin. And so, it's very important that we understand that it doesn't matter what someone looks like, whether they are showing their breasts in their clothes or not, because we still have our own bodies and our own right to allow who we want and we don't want, to do whatever or not whatever to our bodies. Fiola, I don't show my body, I cover up. Yeah. So it works differently for different people and different asexuals, and it really is down to personal choice and preference. And I have had a person come to my asexual meetups, and she does show cleavage, and she's like, well, it's just what I feel comfortable in. I like feeling good, and I just feel good in this. Liam, hello, beautiful Sandra. You are beautiful inside and out. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much for the love. Thank you, Fiona and Liam. So, it really is a matter of choice and personal preference, but some asexuals obviously might give off the wrong impression to people in terms of other people might think that they want sex with them because they're showing their body parts, which would usually be part of sexual acts. So if you don't understand what the big deal about is, showing your cleavage, it's part of the female body, or part of the body in general. You don't have to be a female to show your cleavage. And it's just there, and there's no big deal. That's how some people see it, but other people might not see it like that. So wrong impression is a very weird expression, because it's an impression that other people have of you, doesn't mean to say it is actually the truth, because only you know the truth, and your friends know what you're like, and your true people who value your worth will know what you're like, regardless of what clothes you wear or how you look, right? And some people who do modeling, they show a lot of cleavage, but it doesn't mean to say that they want loads of sex just because they do modeling. In fact, they probably got such a hectic life they don't have time so much to have sex anyway, because they're too busy modeling, which takes up so many of their hours, right? But it is down to personal preference and taste. I, as a personally sex repulsed asexual, tend to not show off my cleavage, in terms of I tend to not reveal it naked, if you like not have many too low cut tops, for example, or low cut dresses. But Fiola, I have to be careful. My neighbor, a young Bangladesh, he knocked on my door, wanted to come in. I felt vulnerable. I felt he could rape me. So I said, I can't let him in. He was also a bit drunk. Yeah, Fiola, you have to be really careful of that. He also said, I'm not attractive. Well, if he's saying you're not attractive, then he's coming around knocking on your door. He's not a good guy. He's a narcissistic guy, by the way, if he's saying that. So someone who I'll bet you were scared. Yeah. I mean, he needs to stay away from you. And you just need to say that I'm not interested, basically, because what he's doing, it sounds like he's trying to cheat on his wife with you and then deny he's even attracted to you, which is very narcissistic, abusive behavior. So if anyone else is watching this now, just understand that well, I know we're talking about clothes, which is quite relevant to clothes. Like, just because I could feel he could throw me in the bed. Yeah, exactly. So you have to understand that whatever clothes you wear, however you look, however you present yourself, however you are as a person, no one has the right to your body or to treat you in the way that you don't want to be treated. And unfortunately, there are guys who are attracted to women, or they want sex with women, yet they deny they're even attracted to them. And these guys are very abusive. Theoda says she's not well and can't walk far. Well, people, unfortunately, I mean, I don't want to say that every guy's bad, because they're not. Some guys are really lovely. I've got a new asexual friend who I've known for about a month now. We video chatted last night. He is a younger foreign guy, but not interested in me in terms of attraction, but interested in me as a friend, which is great. And you know, and he's a really, really good guy. Identifies as a guy, by the way, signed male at birth, but he's not, he doesn't really experience romantic feelings that often, so he just wants like friendship with me, which is fine. I got a bit confused at first because the way he was talking was like quite a lot, and I thought he was attracted to me, but we've got that sorted out now. He's not. But yeah, he just wants an excuse to come in, Theola, exactly. So what I'm saying here is, it doesn't matter what you wear or what you look like. No one has the right to like invade your privacy, do things to you don't want to be done. And the guys who deny they have feelings for people, for women, you know, or it could be any gender, but we'll use this as an example. The guys that deny that after they've shown interest are clearly not good guys. But I don't want to say every guy in the world's bad, because not every guy in the world's bad, right? Personally, I'd prefer to be with an asexual guy, but I've met some asexual guys who are not good guys either. So it doesn't really matter so much on the sexuality, it matters on the person. I just find obviously asexual guys that are sex repulsed are a bit more easy to talk to and better for me, because, you know, like, they're not going to come on to me and stuff like that, and I feel more comfortable. But whatever you look like, whatever situation it is, no one has the right to do stuff to your body that you don't want to be done to it, right? And just because you dress a certain way doesn't give them the right to treat you a certain way. You are your own person. You're amazing and beautiful as you are, and you can wear what the hell clothes you want. If you want to look like, you know, just a person who, like, you know, does like have their figure showing, then you can do that. If you're a person who wants to wear loose baggy clothing, you can do that. At the end of the day, guys who would just judge women on their looks, for example, to get into a relationship, it's not necessarily going to be a good relationship they end up getting into, because at the end of the day, personality counts for so much. You can't stay with a person forever who's very abusive, for example, and be happy. You can't stay with a abusive person and be happy at all. Like, I'm in an Indian group on Facebook via a YouTube channel, and I do get put off with Indian guys now, I have to say, which I wasn't before, but I do get put off quite a lot. And I'm in this group, and I don't go in there too much. And I looked, and it's like yeah, it was really weird. This woman was speaking it's mostly Indian people in there, and she was saying that her husband like beats her up and stuff. So she ended up hurting him back once. Like, she's not done that before, but she said he was really nice before they got married, and then he turned out to be really bad, and he hits and stuff, and it's horrible, you know. So, you know, just even if you're married, you don't deserve to be abused or anything. You need to leave that marriage if someone's abusing you, because they don't have the right to your body or to hurt you. I have to make this perfectly clear. And whatever clothes you wear, however you look, is up to you. You know, if a person doesn't love you and care about you for who you are in your own clothes and body, they're not the right person for you. You can change your appearance if you want to, but you shouldn't change your appearance because someone else is telling you to do that. That's a very, very bad person that does that. And there are actually guys I've had on Facebook. I had a guy who came in my inbox from an Indian dating group, and he started asking, he goes, oh, so you want a relationship? Yeah, I'll have a relationship with you. It's like, well, I won't get into a relationship with someone I don't know. He's just come in my inbox. He's like, oh, I'm not attracted to you anyway, either. Fucking well, clearly you are, because you wouldn't have come in my inbox. So these guys who are in denial about being attracted to someone are really bad guys, right? If a guy can't even admit to himself, yes, I get attracted to this girl, she rejected me, she's not interested in me, that's fine, I can move on. If a guy's not big enough and mature enough and sensible enough to do that, oh, that's not nice to say that to you. No, he did. It was a few weeks ago. Like, I even forgot about it till we were talking about this, because at the end of the day, you know, that guy's not a good guy, you know. But anyway, I did do some clothes shopping. This is a video about clothes shopping as well. And for me personally, I don't usually show cleavage as in, like, you know, flesh, but guys are attracted to my breasts through the t-shirt. Sometimes I've had guys, like, I had a guy in a white van, and he wouldn't look at the road because he was too busy staring at my breasts in my t-shirt. This was just a t-shirt, complete covered up, like covering me up, but it was a figure hugging t-shirt, and so he was like staring, and a guy nearly fell off his bicycle doing that as well. And it's like, oh my god. Yeah, it's like really, really, really bad. So, you know, it's like I have got brain as well, not just boobs, you know. But anyway, so I don't usually, I mean, anyone can change. I could change if I wanted to, but I don't usually show much cleavage as in the sense of like low cut tops. So anyway, I got some new clothes the other day. So on Sunday, I went for a self date at the cinema in the morning. And then I went clothes shopping, then met an asexual friend because I couldn't have the meet up last time that I wanted to have because I was sick. And so basically, it was really hard because I forgot the time, and I ended up being in the shop longer than I should have done. And I did end up apologizing because I sent her a message to say I'm going to be late, because she changed the time from when I originally said, because we kind of arranged it the night before. And then I thought, oh, I can go in Nando's to get some food, but I couldn't because it was too busy in there. So I did end up eating where we met up. But because she changed the time to later, my brain just like got carried away with clothes shopping, basically. Because I went in clothes shop, thought I needed new trousers because one pair of trousers was broken. And so anyway, I ended up spending really good amount of money, like just over 70 quid, and got all this. I'm going to show you now what I bought. So for me personally, like, although I don't usually show, if I can switch it around. Yeah, so for me personally, although I don't usually show much cleavage, I don't like wearing long skirts. So these skirts I got predominantly could go clubbing. So this one's very similar to my other one, if not the same, but I needed another one, and this had like fit. So I got this, which is really, really nice. I wore one virtually the same as that last time, but I needed another one because it's really hard for me to get clothes that I like, that fit me well, that look good on me, that I enjoy wearing. So I got this skirt. It's like 25% off in the sale. Really nice. I don't know if you can see that, but I really, really like it. It's pretty much identical to one I had before, but the other one's just in the wash. And then I got these two plain skirts, which I haven't really got plain skirts before, but these are really nice. Like, I do like short skirts because I don't like Fiola. Oh, it looks really nice. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like long skirts. I like skirts at least above my knee, and I'm only 5'4.5", so I'm really short. So long skirts just don't suit me. They look drab and old on me. The majority of them. I have got, you know, I have worn some long skirts in the past that do look quite nice, but not for clubbing, you know. And I have got a dress that was really long as well, like a blue silky one. I got this t-shirt as well, which I thought was really nice. There's a more t-shirt. So I think it's really nice to self-love, and part of self-care is actually buying clothes for yourself, especially when the others have got damaged. Like, I had a pair of trousers, for example, and I stitched it up, and the like clasp had come off, and then you know, there was another hole in it. I was just like, bin it. But I got this t-shirt. I don't very often buy myself t-shirts because I kind of like floaty tops a lot now, but I do like this t-shirt. It's an amour one, so amour means love, basically. So I really liked it, and I thought, oh, it's part of self-love. Oh, it's only like £6, and I thought it's part of self-love. I like that. So the skirts are like size 14, if you want my stats, and this one's a size 14 t-shirt as well, but this was only like £6. So usually it would be like £10.99. It's reduced to £6, but I really liked it so much. I could actually fit into the 12, but the 12 looked a bit too figure hugging. These were on offer, the skirts. So these were usually $12.99. I got for $7.49. So like really, really good. Oh, sorry, $9.99 in the UK. I was reading the EU, $7.49, which I thought was good. But this one, yeah, it was originally $10.99 in the UK. Got it for $6. These skirts are really low price anyway, because New Look is a young fashion chain, by the way. It's like where a lot of people in their 20s go, or younger. So, just to let you know, I do shop in young. So these are only $5.99. It's like, these were really incredible low cost anyway, and I wanted some plain skirts. But what happened was, it's like, I've got skirts that have got zips on them. But once I wore one that had a zip, it zips up the front, and I can wear it every day, like out in the city when it's summer. But I wore it clubbing once, and oh my God, it was terrible, because literally the one with the zip came down when I was dancing. I was trying to hold it up the whole time, and it's like no good. So I have to get skirts that don't have any zips in for clubbing, and that they do figure hug, so that they're not gonna, like, if I'm dancing, jumping up and down, they're not gonna like flare out and show my knickers, for example. Like, because I know some people don't care about knickers being shown, knickers, pants, whatever you call them, underwear. Then, you know, I know some people don't care about that, but I do. And so, like, because these are quite figure hugging to my bum and stuff, I think it makes I do like have nice bum. I mean, it's fine if you want to look good in your parts and your bits. It's fine if you want to look good in your body, regardless of what bits they are. And I do like my bum to look good in skirts. So, and I also like shorter skirts, and I just like them figure hugging in a certain way, so that they don't flare out at the bottom. Because if you've got a flary skirt on and this flares up, you're always going to be showing your pants or underwear off all the time, whereas with these it's highly unlikely. And if a guy does come to dance with me, doesn't matter if he dances close, if I want him to and allow him to, because if I've got this on, he's not really going to be able to ruffle it up so much because it's clingy. So that's kind of like my thoughts with that. You know, and so yeah, but these are my trousers. I usually wear these type of trousers. These are from New Look. I got 3 pairs identical, but they had 25% off them. So they're actually size 16, because I have a voluptuous body. So my top and my bottom part is somewhat different a lot of the time. And this is like $14.99 reduced. So they're usually $19.99. So I really got nice sort of bargains. So, you know, I basically saved £15 because I had to buy 3 of them, because I've only got 1 pair left of these, and it was in the wash anyway. And I really like these. These are slim leg, because I'm short. I don't like wearing trousers that have got big wide legs. They just look stupid and frumpy on me. So I like something that's good fit. I love this material. It's very nice. I like the style of it, and this is basically, you know, like slim leg on purpose, because I'm short. It looks much better to have like special slim leg on it. And so yeah, I got 3 pairs of these, but like I got all this for just over £70, which I thought was great. Like 3 pairs of trousers, a t-shirt, and 3 skirts for like just over £70, like £70 and something pennies. And these are the hangers. I asked them for the hangers, because otherwise you run out of hangers. And so these are like the hangers for all the skirts and the trousers. And like New Look, I said, is a really like young fashion brand in the UK. And if I buy myself clothes, I get a lot of them from here. But I don't always buy many clothes for myself. Like, it's because I needed new stuff. I needed the trousers, because like my other ones, I only had 1 pair left, and they're getting old, and they were in the wash anyway, because my other ones like broke. And skirts, I needed some more skirts, because if you run out of skirts and you're like, say you're going out clubbing and then you want to go out another night to watch like with a band or something, then you kind of like, you know, the skirts, you sweat in the skirt and you need to put it in the wash, and sometimes you haven't got a spare skirt free unless you quickly wash another one, you know. So it's just really better. I do like this because it's a bit thicker. The problem with this type of material is you've got to be careful, because it can be a little see-through in certain light. But yeah, I really love that. And I like getting shorter skirts. My parents, who are quite conservative in their views sometimes, and they're like, oh, you wear short skirts. I'm like, yes, because I'm not an old granny. And probably even if I was I'm not ever going to be a granny because I don't want kids, but probably if I was like, even if I was like older, I'd still want to wear shorter skirts, because it makes me look stupid as a short person to wear long skirts, I think. You know, so I just like shorter skirts. I don't like, and I've got lovely legs, so why not? you know. And so yeah, so like asexuals feel different and comfortable in different things. I like to look good for me. I like to look sexy and hot for me. If anything, I like the way I look, you know. And I think part of self-care, you know, if you're an asexual who can get comfortable with saying good things about your looks, like even if it's like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm cute, I'm you know, like my hair's pretty, my face is pretty. Oh, Theo, I like what you bought. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it looks really nice. Thank you. Yeah, I do like what I bought as well. I love it. You know, and this is nice because it's like a self-love t-shirt. I think it's really important to have things with love on it. My dad did buy me a really nice t-shirt actually that I do wear, which is like love your beautiful self. So I do really like that from my dad. It's one of the better things he's bought me, you know. He bought me some journals as well, which are nice. But you know, so I do wear that t-shirt quite a lot. But I just love this t-shirt, you know. It's very nice material as well. And like I said, it's heavily reduced. So I thought I've got to get that. But because they had such a sale on all these these are on special offer. This is on special for like 25% off. You have beautiful style. Oh, thank you, Liam. I really appreciate that. Then you know, I just wanted to get these because I like feeling good. You know, I just feel really good, you know, like when I go clubbing, you know, I feel confident and comfortable there. There was a guy, not last time there was a guy one of the previous times, and he wouldn't take no for an answer, and I ended up talking really loudly, like basically shouting him no, and then people like heard me, but these guys stuck up for me and said, what did you say to her? Like, you shouldn't be saying that to her, man. Like, it's really bad. You know, because basically I was saying that I wasn't interested and he just kept on at me. And it's like, you know, trying to touch me. And it's like, I'm not interested. So that was quite difficult. But in the end, I just raised my voice because I was sick of it. And I will do whatever it takes to be safe. And I was kind of like in a crowd, so it was hard to get away from him. But luckily, because I told him, because what happens is you have to kind of make them humiliated in the end with their behavior. Because if you don't, they won't take no for an answer. So sometimes it's like you have to be really firm and strong and loud, and you have to let them know it's not all right. Because if you've been like, if you said no, like, look, I'm just like not interested, that's calm, right? But if they carry on coming at you, you have to say no, and then you have to say, look, no, I'm not interested, go. And that's obviously raising my voice more, and you know, but it's making sure that they know, and then they like, oh, you know, because they kind of, if they feel, I don't purposely want to go around humiliating people. I don't think it's good, but they humiliate themselves when they're behaving like that, because in the end, you have to raise your voice louder than the people that are talking there, or the music that's going or something, so they actually hear you. And so they like think, oh God, everyone's looking at me, I better go now, you know, because you have to do whatever it takes to stay safe in this world, you know. And sometimes you have to like move your voice up notches if they're not taking any notice of you. You have to raise your voice more in a kind of authoritative way, meaningful way. Like, I'm not just shouting at them, I'm like raising my voice to be firmer and to prove a point to get away from me. And sometimes you have to do that to protect yourself, Viola, yes, you know. And so, you know, you have to do that. And obviously there are people that in the world that are good, and there are people in the world that have not got good intentions, and your job as part of your self-care is to like protect yourself, you know. Your job is to like protect yourself and make sure yourself is safe as much as possible. And you know, raising your voice has a bad reputation usually, because something we in general shouldn't be doing so much, but sometimes you need to do that to emphasize things. Because if you try and be too polite, these people just think, oh, I can get her. You know, she's just being wishy-washy. She's playing hard to get. She's playing games. She likes me really. She wants me to do this to her really. And you have to like change your voice and mannerisms. Liam, you're so right to stand up for yourself. You're a sweetheart, Sandra, but I wouldn't cross you. Thank you, Liam. That's put quite elegantly. Yeah. Yes. I'm a sweetheart, but I wouldn't cross you. Viola, you sum me up quite well. Yeah, so I don't, because I do get guys trying to take advantage of my kind, soft nature, and it's not nice, you know, and I know what they're doing, and I think it's horrible. It's like, you know, I'm a good, kind, caring person, and if they don't realise what a nice person I am, with my good qualities, then that's really their own problem. But when they start, like, for example, when those three guys came back into my life, thanks for the thumbs up, lots of love. When those three guys came back into my life, and it's like they haven't changed, nothing's changed, they haven't grown and developed themselves, they're not offering me anything new, they're not made any progression to be better people for being in a relationship with and for me to be in a relationship with them. It's like, why come back into my life just to like upset me again, just to make me like have some sort of emotions? So a lot, these guys that come back that have got nothing to extra to, new to offer because they haven't done any work on themselves because they don't think they're a problem, and they come back, it's upsetting me every time they come back. And I think that's partly why they do it as well, to elicit emotions out of me. But making me feel bad coming back into my life, it's not going to make me want to be with them. It's going to make me want to do the opposite and more like you run away from them, because it's like, how could you ever have a relationship with someone who doesn't value your worth, who hasn't worked on themselves to change to be better people and still giving you the same rubbish they gave you before, and still not being good people, and that they've never changed. And it's like, unless you've got something new to offer and you've made some progress in your life and you've changed to actually become better people, as in not lie, as in actually care about me as a person, not want me for my body, and not use people, like those types of things I'm talking about, things that people shouldn't be doing anyway. Unless they've changed, there's no point in coming back into my life. It's to elicit emotions in the hope that I'll feel something for them to get back with them. Really, that's what they're doing it for, and that's really kind of sad and selfish. And it's not nice for me. They're hurting me, and I don't like that. So in the end, I did that video about like having something to say to those three guys, because I was quite soft on them, really. Like, I wasn't saying too much about their bad behavior before, because I don't in general like speaking badly of people. But if people are exhibiting bad behavior towards me, I ain't going to stand for it. There's only so much I'm going to be polite about it. And if they keep coming back and they keep being not good for me, then it's no good, is it? And I won't stand for it. It's just not nice. If I had, well, I've got best friends and friends, and and if I was having a best friend, well, being a best friend to myself, then I would ultimately stick up for myself. I would ultimately, say like, hey, this is enough now. She's taken enough. You upset her. She had feelings for you. She does have emotions. She is a caring girl. And you upset her, and you shouldn't be treating her like that. And, if you've got nothing good to say, nothing good to bring to her life, then go away, So I think, it's very important to stick up for yourself. And it's important that that however you look and dress, however you are, however you want to be, is you. And it's okay to be you. You don't have to dress a certain way that society dictates. You can dress how you want. Sometimes I find it much more attractive when a person is just like, oh, I just wear what I feel comfortable in. I just wear what suits me. I just wear what I feel good in. Because if a person feels good in what they wear, then they automatically usually have more confidence and self-esteem, regardless of what they're actually wearing, because it usually if it makes them feel good. Obviously, if they're wearing something that doesn't make them feel good, then that's going to have the opposite effect. But if they're wearing clothes that they feel good and confident in, that they like, and they feel fits the occasion, then they're going to be a lot happier than someone who's just trying to fit in and buying some clothes that may even not look right for them because they just try to copy someone else. I like my own style. I like smart casual style a lot of the time. But I like to look good, and I particularly like, like short skirts. I know my parents don't really agree with short skirts, but it's like, I look much better in short skirts. I'm not going to wear like longer skirts just because like someone thinks it would be better for the length to be a bit more like not showing so much legs. It's like, I ain't going to do that, because I love my legs. I love shorter skirts on me because they look really good. I don't like a skirt so short that you can see someone's pants. That to me is really over the top and very like privacy revealing of stuff that people don't need to see and want. Well, some people might want that, but sometimes in the nightclub I go to, there is something that does make me feel uncomfortable personally for me, and that's when a girl has like a bra top on and literally she's just covering her nipples basically up, and you can see nearly the whole breast. There's been some girls like that, and it's like, oh my god, that is just too much for me, because I'm a sex repulsed asexual, nudity repulsed, and I personally don't like that. But obviously I can't say anything to them, it's their body, they can do what they like. But then you will attract men to look at your legs I don't mind if guys look at my legs. I got beautiful legs. I don't mind guys. I don't mind guys looking at certain parts of my body, like my legs, because to me, my legs are not a sexual thing. So I don't feel that a guy, and most of the time in nightclubs, they don't look at your legs anyway so much because they're looking at your face, they're looking at your body dancing. The legs are kind of like the last thing people look at usually, in my opinion, because obviously when you're huddled in a major crowd of dancers, they can see you dancing and stuff. You have a unique and cute style. You can still look sexy without wanting sex. Yeah, but they lusting. Yeah, but we can't control other people's actions, Ciola. If other people lust over my legs, then that's up to them. I don't have to do anything about it. They don't have to do anything about it either. So what I'm saying is, however you look like, it still doesn't give someone the right to lust after you and to come after your body, to come after you. But you have the right to say no if they do. Like I don't usually show cleavage, right? But if I wanted to, doesn't give the guy a right to come and think he can put his hands all over my cleavage. Do you know what I mean? Just because I decide to show that. It's my body. I can do what I like. I show my arms quite a lot because I wear tops of my arms. Some people might lust after arms. I mean, obviously there's fetishes. People do have fetishes. People have foot fetishes. Lots of other fetishes. I know in the asexual community it tends to be foot fetishes from what I've known of guys, because some guys have told me, oh god, my hand's shaking. So foot fetishes are quite common. So in the sexual world, if you like, heterosexual world, a foot fetish to me is quite disgusting in the sense that like some people just look at feet, pictures of feet, but in the sense of sexual acts, they want I found out what it was. It's a bit like, if you're sex repulsed, you might want to listen away quickly. But basically, I wanted to check out what a foot fetish was because I don't have fetishes, and I've had a few asexual guys say it to me, and they're quite obsessed with feet. And so I looked it up, and it's like, if they're a heterosexual, for example, a sexual person in general, they like the woman to put their feet on their privates and play with them, and it's like, oh my god. I'm like, oh. So that kind of cringed me out. But obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinion and how they feel about it. Just because it cringes me out doesn't mean to say it actually to cringe everyone else out. I just find it cringy myself because I'm kind of not like that. So I said to them, like, what would a asexual foot fetish be? And they're like, oh, well, it'd be like playing with the feet, stroking the feet, massaging the feet, doing stuff with the feet, but not putting it in the genitalia, basically. But yeah, so that was quite interesting. But it's like, because I don't personally have fetishes myself, I don't personally like BDSM stuff myself, I think I'd find it weird if I was with the person that did have a fetish, because I'd be kind of like thinking it's strange, and I'd be kind of feeling their fetish. I don't like the word fetish personally, but I have one of my friends is into BDSM stuff, so just because I don't like it and don't personally think it's good doesn't mean to say I can't have friends that enjoy it. They like certain parts of BDSM stuff. They're not asexual. They thought they were at one point, but then they realized they weren't. So it's very interesting, so just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean to say other people can't. And I think there's much worse things you could have fetishes about, like like some women might find it fine if a guy plays with their feet all the time. But I just think the guys I talk to are pretty obsessed with it, like it's their main thing, focus they like in a relationship is to focus on the feet. I'm not particularly that, I guess, confident or happy with my feet being played with all the time and touched and admired, but I guess it's better to be admired than not. But I just find it weird. But that's just because I'm not, comfortable with it, I guess. But massaging's quite nice. But it's like, it's the feet. I'm on my feet a lot. Apart from when I'm at my desk, but even then I got my feet on the floor, so it's kind of like a bit weird. But I don't actually mind my hair being combed in a relationship. Like, I've never thought of that as a fetish, but it just came to mind that maybe some people think of that as a fetish from other people. But so as a girl, my parents had a friend, an older lady friend, who's I think she's got some autism. And she used to just comb my hair as a kid. And I've had previous boyfriends doing that, combing my hair, and I just like it. I do like that. I kind of feel like they're taking care of me. So So I guess like if someone had a kissing fetish, because I'm so into kissing, that might work. But I guess I feel weird. I feel like they were obsessed with the kissing to the point where it didn't matter who they kissed. Maybe it was just they had to have the kissing. And I do have to have kissing, but I am selective. Like I couldn't just have kissing anyone. I can't kiss someone I'm not aesthetically attracted to, for example. Whereas someone who's completely obsessed with something could probably do something under pretty much any circumstance. So I'm not so hyper over it that I have to do it with anyone and everyone. Like I've only had one kiss this year on the lips, and before that it was 2020. Yeah, I like that it's like caring for you. Yeah, so I do like my hair being like, I don't have to have that, but I have had some boyfriends do that. But I did have something really weird happen with an Indian guy actually in Exeter. I think it was before I found out I am asexual. So basically this guy who I met on the Cathedral Green, like randomly. It was really weird in my city. He was Indian and he just came up to me and started stroking my hair. Yeah, most people would not allow that. Most people were like, what the hell is going on? F off. But me being me and attracted to Indian guys, attracted to foreign guys a long time, maybe I wasn't actually. I can't remember where it's before I was asexual or not, because it's only since I'm asexual that I've known that I really am attracted to Indian guys the most. But I think I probably got attracted to Indian guys before, but just didn't realize the the sheer amount of attraction I have for them. But anyway, going back to this guy, yeah, I might have known I was asexual, and I can't remember. But anyway, to cut a long story short, he's on the Cathedral Green. He just kind of came up to me, started talking to me, and started combing my hair, and I didn't even know. It was weird. And I had to like get him out of my life. He got really weird. He owned or he managed an actual Indian restaurant, which he showed me where it was. But then, like he was just like weird. He was a bit like not well in the head, I think, with some of the texts he used to send me. So I just stopped having contact. Excuse me, having contact with him. I just had pineapple. So yeah, it was really bizarre. But yeah, so I just think, wear what clothes you want to wear. Just be aware that other people may get different impressions of it. But at the end of the day, you can't control someone else's actions. They can only control their own. And so you need to like put your boundaries in place, be assertive, and literally like tell people, like if you're in a situation, a dating scenario, a situation with a guy, and you're not happy how it's going, just explain, like, I'm not interested, don't touch me there. I'm not interested in having sex. Don't do this, don't do that. If they come near you, it's perfectly fine, It's up to you what you wear. I mean, I don't mind showing some of my body parts. Like I said, I've got no problem showing my legs. I love showing my legs. Got no problem showing my arms. Got no problem like showing my neck. Although some of my tops are quite high neck. Got no problem showing like the top part of my neck, but like down cleavage, I don't personally feel comfortable usually showing my cleavage. Although I had one dress years ago that did show that, which was weird for me. I haven't worn it much, but it is in one of my videos, one of my documentary style videos. But yeah, so wear what you want, do what you want. Just be aware that other people's opinions of you may be different of your own. They're entitled to them, but it doesn't give them entitlement to your body. And, part of self-care is getting stuff that you like in your life, doing stuff that makes you happy and feel good about you, regardless of what anyone else thinks, says, or does, because you can't control other people's emotions or actions. And if you worry about what people think and say and do all the time, you'll never live your life and be free to be you. So it's so important that you do live your life how you want to live, regardless of what anyone else thinks, and just be happy. At the end of the day, happiness is success. Money isn't success. Like, just doing things for fame and fortune isn't success. Just copying other people isn't success. Just getting like 25,000 friends isn't success. Success is when you're happy with yourself, by yourself, and you can be feeling as good as possible. I don't know why I don't like showing skin, like baseless, back, sleeveless. I feel shy or show cleavage. Yeah, well, I don't. I mean, my stuff's got backs in it, most of it, I think. But yeah, I know why, because I personally don't like showing my cleavage myself, because I just feel uncomfortable. I feel it's a bit of a private thing. Like, I don't like it when other women show their breasts. It makes me uncomfortable, personally. I'm thinking I don't want to see that. Yeah. But I'm nudity repulsed, so I don't like seeing women's naked bodies. I don't like seeing breasts naked. I don't like seeing private parts below naked. I'm not really. If there's anything, I prefer to see a guy naked than a woman, obviously, because I'm attracted to guys. But I don't need to see a guy naked either. But I'm okay with a guy's naked chest nowadays if he's in private with me. Particularly if that's got no chest hair. I don't like chest hair. I can't stand it. But yeah. But, do what you want when you want, be happy in your life, and, don't let others dictate to you how you should live your life or what you should wear. It's entirely up to you. Just know that you have different opinions to other people, feel differently, but wear what you feel comfortable with. I don't buy stuff that I don't feel comfortable in usually, Obviously, we all make mistakes. Sometimes we'll buy things and something and then think, oh, that doesn't look so good on us when we get it home, or further down the line our body shape changes, so obviously you can get that, but overall it's important to love yourself as you are, be feeling good about yourself. I'm probably going to go clubbing tonight, so yeah, but it's affected me when they say you're not attractive. I feel to hide. Don't hide yourself, Viola. So going back to what Viola said about this neighbour she's got, like, clearly he is attracted to her or wants sex with her by the sound of it, if he's coming over behind his wife's back and like trying to see her and stuff. That's what I think. And these people, they're doing it to be horrible. They're doing it to make you feel bad about yourself, to make you feel more vulnerable, so that then they can come in and control you. That's what it's about. So when people are horrible about your looks, when people put you down, especially if they've shown interest in you and then say they're not interested in you, then what they do is control and manipulation, basically. They try to make you feel down about yourself, because when you're down about yourself, you'll then have lower standards. This is how it usually works, or they think. So you lower your standards, and then you allow people to do things to you or be in situations with you that you otherwise would not usually allow. Therefore, that they're able to control and manipulate you by what they say, but just don't let them affect you, Yes, I can feel he wanted to come in, throw me in bed because we can't do much. I bet you're gorgeous as you are, Fiola. Yeah, Fiola's lovely as she is. She doesn't need to change, He's just being disgusting and horrible to you and trying to control you. That's all he's doing. He's just being really horrible, At the end of the day, he doesn't have the right to define how you look or your attractiveness. You define that, not him. And you don't need to change at all, He's just being horrible. At the end of the day, he's just being mean and horrible. And like I said, I even get these guys. I get so many guys saying how good looking I am and attractive. And then I get the one idiot guy coming in my inbox saying about, oh, I'll be in a relationship with you basically straight away. Because I said no, because obviously you don't do that, because the guy's no good for you. If they just want an instant relationship, they're clearly a manipulative, bad person. And when there's basically the first words that come out their mouth. And then I said no, because he doesn't like rejection or that. He decides to put me down and say, like he's not attracted to me. I don't care if he's not attracted to me anyway. If he's not attracted to me, why is he in my inbox from a dating group saying he'll be in a relationship with me? I mean, that just makes him stupid. Like, oh, right, okay, so you're going to get into a relationship with a girl you don't know, who you don't find attractive. That just makes him look absolutely stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the same with that guy that's coming around to you. If he's not attracted to you, why is he coming near you? It makes him look stupid. It's like, oh, I go after unattractive women because I'm so desperate for sex. That's what it actually says about him, if that was true, which I don't believe it's true anyway. You're not unattractive. There's, people you get loads of guys in your inbox. If you weren't attractive, you wouldn't get guys in your inbox in the first place, Viola. And you wouldn't get guys interested in you. Like, if he's showing interest in something he's saying he's not interested in, he's just being pathetic and rude and in denial, and just after his way with you, Unfortunately, these men do exist, and, don't let them control your emotions. Be strong and, don't take any notice of him. He's just being an idiot. Yeah, he's after his way with you. And so what guys do is bad guys will put women down, make them feel bad, make them feel like they have to chase after them, make them feel like they're small, make them feel devalued, make them feel like worthless, so that then they can come in and be like a leech and think, oh, I've got you now. You feel so bad and shit about yourself that I can then go and do whatever I like to you so that you'll think that you're attractive because I've proven to you now that I've made you attractive by doing something to you, or I don't give a shit about you anyway. I'm still going to do what I want to you. These guys are really bad. And he's married. Yeah, that's why I don't, that's why I look at a lot of like Indian groups now and Indian people, guys, and I just think most of them are cheats and liars, and sadly, and they just cheat on their wives, they cheat on their girlfriends, they don't care about them, they're all about themselves and quite selfish. So I see the other side of Indian guys now that I wasn't particularly seeing before. But I don't believe all Indian guys are like that, but I see a lot of those guys, and it really puts me off Indian guys now. But there's a lot of those guys in general, they don't have to be Indian. Like you said, Viola, the other one's Bangladesh. I wish it was some way attractive, but everyone's attractive in their own right, Everyone's attractive in their own right, and no one has the right to put someone else down. Guys who treat women badly and who like that are very insecure guys. If they have to lie and manipulate and be rude to women to get their way with them, it just proves how insecure and bad those guys are. It's disgusting. No one deserves to be like that. No one deserves to be treated that way. And so know that your value, know your worth, know that you're beautiful as you are, and you don't need a guy to find you attractive to be attractive. You don't need someone else to tell you attractive to be attractive. I get attracted to myself. I'm like, you're so damn attractive, Sandra. Like, you know what I mean? Like I went on a self date and I'm like, oh god, you're so attractive, because I dress up for myself on my self date. I wear really nice clothes. I'm like, you're so hot and beautiful. I love your eyes. I love your body. I love your smile. I love your hair. Like, and I haven't got straight teeth, as someone pointed out. But you said even your hair's gone silver. You can still look beautiful with silver hair. Just be confident with it. Like, if I get silver hair in years to come, I'll I'm still going to look blooming gorgeous anyway. Because like when I was a kid in birth certificate age, like at primary school, I used to have like such blonde hair. It was nearly white. And so I'm kind of used to nearly white hair anyway. Back then, it was my dad's like, oh, it's blonde. But I thought, well, if you look really far back, I do look quite white. And my granddad's hair was white, like nearly pure white. And so I just think to myself, if I do get grey hair, I'll probably look gorgeous in it. Yeah, some diet silver is a fashion. Exactly, Viola. So having grey hair is fashionable. You got natural grey hair. Wear it well. Look, feel great about it. Because other people have to dye it to get it like that. And if you don't have to dye it, then just brush it, look beautiful, sexy, gorgeous with a beautiful hair. That's how your hair looks. Well, exactly. There you go then. You look, people are trying to dye their hair to look like your hair. And you've got it naturally. So that's a really good, attractive quality, And I thought, well, if I do get like grey hair later on in life, I love my hair. I never dyed it in my life, by the way. If I do get grey hair and I get all grey all over or something, I'm thinking, well, I'll probably still look gorgeous in it. Well, I will look gorgeous in it. It'll just be a different look for me. But I might look like a magical unicorn then if it's like silver, which could be quite good because I'm asexual, and asexuals are special, magic, and rare like unicorns. I still young, but I'm in my 50s. Well, there you go, Viola. You've just told me your hair looks like a fashion person's does, and you still look really young. So you've told me you're beautiful just by what you've explained to me in and of your own right, you see? So take no notice of that idiotic guy next door. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You've just told me how good you look. You've told me you look young, even though you're in your 50s, and that you've got, silver hair's in fashion, and you've got it naturally. So wear it well. If I do end up having silver hair in the years to come, I'll be wearing it like with pride. If I have it all over, I'll be going like, yeah, baby, look at me with my gorgeous unicorn hair. Oh, thank you for lifting me up. Well, it's important, isn't it? It's important we lift each other up in life. We're here to support each other. And on that note, I'm going to have to go because I need to support myself and go into the city because I've got to get some thing to put in to add to my clothes. I need to get some more socks which are special ones to go in slip-on shoes to go clubbing in. They're ones that you can't actually see the tops of the socks. They're like pop socks, I think they're called, and they just go in the shoe, and you can't actually see the top of the foot. So I've got to go and get them to complete my outfit because I had only one pair left, and I can't find the other one to it, the other part of the pair. So I need to complete my outfit. Anyway, lots of love to you. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Theola and Liam, for being here. I really appreciate you always. Thank you for the thumbs up. Anyone else who's watching, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. Take care. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye.